Ice Mines. So here we go. So let's get a lot of conversation between these two teams. We're going to start seeing a few of the bans. The Willow coming out here, and a last-ditch attempt to get Willow above the 50% ban rate, I feel, going here. But they don't want to. The Inara will also be banned away. So interesting.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Inara's only has a ban rate of only 8% throughout all 7 weeks, and she's played a massive part in most of the wins. So
yeah,
Cassie, of course, one of the highest DPS champions in the entire game. Makes sense. Don't want Dink getting hands on that. Atlas, of course. So we've got 2 DPS on the side of Orphic, 2 DPS tank. We could say DPS banned on Dink. You know, tanks are tanks, right? So
yeah, I definitely feel that the Willow is a ban because they just don't want to play against the Willow. It's a factor you just don't want to deal with. Just get rid of it completely. Orphic Gaming will secure the first pick. Makoa, there it is, 81% pick rate, win rate whenever it actually gets let through. The Inara, to me, as with the Cassie pick, is a target ban. It's something that the reason why it's so ban little is because we normally see it against Contact War as a target away from Otto, but this time it's more to do, I think, with the map. And Cassie as well, target ban against Danny TPG on Dink. Having a look at some of his stats from early on in the season, he was putting in some big numbers on the Cassie. Genos and Barrick will be the response from Dink.
That's a very good lineup straight away for Dink, straight up, brilliant. So, of course, Makoa coming through for Orphic Gaming. Let's see what they go with their second and third pick. That will be... Wow. That's a very, very early Drogos pick.
It's an early Drogos, and whenever I see an early Drogos...
This should be followed up by... what?
Okay, gonna go Grover. Yeah, I mean, the Grover pick makes sense on Ice Mines. It's one of his stronger maps with the long sight lines. I can see his map. Yeah. I think this and Stone Keep as well are definitely the Grover strong maps. And the Drogos is comfort. It's going to be more than likely going over to the Orphic's captain, Neptune. But it's saying to me that if you're taking a Drogos this early, there is a plan. There is a way of dealing with this Leon, which is open. And Dink going to take the Ashe. They will look in a Pip.
Wow, okay. This intrigues me. The Pip? Because, you've got Drogos. Where's the Leon pick?
Yeah, but is this I love this dynamic within drafts. It's like Orphic basically, I think, saying, okay, they want us to pick the Leon, they want us to pick hit scan, they want us to pick a counter going into it. And I think the Maeve was going to be the response to the Leon. Literally have Maeve on Leon duty the entire game, make sure can't get anywhere here. They're going to complete their frontline lineup with the Terminus pick, and not really seeing much of a win percentage rate from him.
No, he also has a 0% ban rate as well.
No,
he's never been banned.
No, but I think he's just that low priority of a tank right now. There's just tanks that just do his job better. But I guess when frontline's been taken away, Dinky's was with another Tyra. Okay, it appears that we missed the union meeting of seeing Tyra picked it up here, but yeah, I like it.
My friend, is a thing. Now, when you've got someone like Grover, you've got Terminus and Makoa playing point. If it's not Burn Monster, I don't know what's going on, because you've banned away those 2 tanks, right? You've got Atlas out of the way, you've got the point sit and Nara, Mother's Grace, or Cripple. That's out of the way. Now they've got the Terminus, they've got a Grover and a Makoa. Burn Monster is a thing. It comes into play massively. Yeah,
and I'm also thinking as well, Terminus is utilized for that shield, pretty much. Yeah, he has his ultimate and his shield. Problem is, when his shield is up, he loses movement speed.
Do you feel cold? Because I do. Welcome to game number 1 of the second semis here in Magistrates League Season 3 playoffs. Ooga booga, everybody. This is Orphic Gaming versus Dink Esports. Let's go to the rosters. Neptune the Blue on the side of Orphic, rocking combustible Drogos, a Dutch Knight on the Leviathan, Makoa, Andromeus on the Decimation Terminus, Maeve on the Maeve playing Cat Burglar Maeve. That was weird to say. And Chubby Plum as the Rampart Blooming Grover.
And over for the red side, we have Danny TPG on the Catalyst Pip, Milad playing the Luminary Genos, Seer playing Battering Ram Ashe, Soul playing Tinkering Barrack, and Riflew with the Burn Monster Tyra.
And right now we're going on the Ice Mines map where it's cold and we're all needing a little bit of warmth. So they're finding warmth within the little hut to the left. It doesn't look to be too cool for Dink Esports though, because they get a first blood firing up this first match.
Absolutely, yeah. So Soul coming straight in, taking out Andromeus. The Terminus will be the first to fall, but they will return the favour. Maeve taking the Barrack out back, and now Orphic Gaming are in control at this point. They're pushing back. Neptune the Blue just hiding in the small house here. Them combustible fire spits putting a lot of pressure into the Dink backline. Now we're going to see if they can push back into the point and get some capture point for themselves. 60% so far for the blue side.
Dink Esports have finally gotten a little bit of foothold onto the point right now with 60 versus 42% capture rate. As of now, I feel this series doing the right thing, just pressuring out the front line so they won't initiate onto this very important point fight. Dutch Knight will go in, and here comes the Dragon Punch as well, coming out here from Neptune the Blue. It will connect onto Soul. TJDJ will take off that kill right off the bat. And now the point fight is getting a little bit hectic here for the side of Orphic.
Absolutely. I mean, some very smart play there from Seer as the Dragon Punch was popped. He dashed out of the way, but that did free up the space on the point a little bit for Dink. Now Dink are controlling the point. TJDJ would fall immediately after popping the Evil Mojo. Not a huge amount of value captured there for that, but it was 99% on the point for Dink, and it looks like they're going to take this first point.
The capture definitely went ahead for Dink Esports, and through time and space will not connect onto anything though, as it was pretty much just used for vision purposes, I think. Nonetheless, it's getting pushed along and through the high ground. Glacier, they're trying to pressure back the Dink Esports squad here for Orphic. I'm a little bit afraid of them staying so far back.
Yeah, they seem to be giving a lot of space to Dink right now. Dink playing very smart behind the barricade there from Barrack as they all group up, taking advantage of that very, very powerful shield. The Assert Dominance is popped. TJDJ will take out Andromeus on the Terminus, and Dink will continue to push. There's continual healing coming through here for Dink, and they're looking very, very strong right now as Orphic Gaming looks to be on the back foot. They're coming up now to the second big choke point on this map as they head towards the area where they want to push the payload to, and yeah, they're still not slowing down. 1 minute 30 on the push.
It's definitely the last stretch until the conversion point, with 1 minute and 22 seconds ahead for Dink Esports. They can take it slow, they don't have to rush anything, and that's the perfect situation for Dink here. Dutch Knight and Maeve will try to get into the backline of things, but Dutch Knight will go down to a collective effort from Riflu and Seer. Maeve is getting low, the Void Grip is too much to handle. There we go, Riflu will assure another kill for his squad. Orphic Gaming are being bullied here. This is not fun.
Oh, wow. That was a very, very convincing push there from Dink. Orphic just crumbling at the end there. Just unable to stand up to the just sheer amounts of damage coming through. The combination there between not only the Pip and the Tyra, but the Barrack as well. Pressured out with CC from the Ash. Just very well done there by Dink Esports.
Also, we gotta give them that they have definitely just let everything loose. 4 out of 5 members are topping the damage dealt charts, with Neptune the Blue at the very top as the only member of Orphic Gaming. So as of now, they're lacking in damage pressure, and that has allowed Dink to push forward. So maybe I feel that Orphic Gaming right now needs to do an aggressive push rather than just playing it safe. Because if you don't get those numbers out, you're not going to get any assured kills. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, on paper here, Orphic have a very strong draft. The 3 champions in their draft are, like, absolutely loving this map. I mean, Neptune the Blue there using the Dragon Punch onto Seer and immediately turning this point fight here into a 5v4. Makoa will pop the Ancient Rage. Maeve will see off TJDJ as the Midnight comes out. And Chubby Plum will sit pretty on the point, as Orphic once again try and pressure Dink away from the point, and they will try and capture this themselves.
I like that they were synergizing their ultimates there. It was very well played by Orphic Gaming. They might actually be able to get the point, but the Assert Dominance connects, and that is not going to be good for the side of Orphic Gaming. They are at a numbers disadvantage. Andromeus using the reanimate. Is it time to see? Nope, there was no good night to anybody. And with the overtime taking, that's not really going to be in favor of Orphic as Dink recaptures the control.
What a bloodbath. Dink Esports coming in with the triple ult combo, the Assert Dominance, the Dome Shield, and the Evil Mojo coming through to absolutely dominate this point. Terminus, he reanimated, but it didn't do much, and they didn't get the point there. So Dink once again looking strong at 99%, in control as Orphic try a last-ditch effort. Terminus trying to crush himself onto the point, but it's not going to happen. Dragon Punch comes out, but Seer will see off Maeve. Soul will see off Andromeus. Dink will capture this point, and at 3-0, they're now pushing for victory.
Yeah, that was definitely a little bit of a spectator bug there when it said Orphic, because it was the red side Dink Esports that captured, making it a 3-0. Right now they're pushing up on the Glacier. They're not afraid. They know how defensively Orphic Gaming are playing at the moment, and they're just capitalizing on that very fact. They have over 1 minute and 30 seconds. They're at 1 minute and 50 with the conversion rate, and they are pretty much getting it halfway through immediately.
Yeah, Orphic aren't even able to put any pressure to stop this payload moving at all. Dink's positioning is absolutely fabulous. 3 members up on the high ground. Genos just backing up. Barrick on the point as the payload keeps rolling. Another Evil Mojo comes out there. Grover pops the Whirlwind, but the Assert Dominance comes out. And we're at 80%, 90%. This payload is not stopping.
This pressure is just way too much for Orphic to handle. Dutch Knight is only a 1 click away from death, and that is curtains. Game number 1 will go to Dink Esports.